Right, Arun, thank you so much for joining us with all those details. So there you have it. A teacher identified as Alex is said to have taken advantage of a boy in school. It is said that they were in their 10th standard, so they were sleeping in the school, considering that they were studying late. And at this point, Alex tried to take advantage of one of the boys there, but the boy screamed for help, and immediately people came in and thrashed Alex. He's now been handed over to the police. And in another shocker in the city, a 16-year-old girl was gang raped in Hennur yesterday. Shockingly, the girl was in a seminary. Two men barged into the Bhairaveshwara Nagar seminary and raped her. The incident took place on Wednesday afternoon when the accused had barged into the Sisters of Holy Nativity premises and forcibly entered her room. After sexually assaulting her, they escaped, leaving the victim unconscious. The two accused are currently absconding. The victim has been admitted to St. John's Hospital. Police have now launched a manhunt to trace the unidentified accused as they are absconding. The police have formed two special teams to nab the accused and have also questioned the victim. The incident occurred when the victim was alone on the ground floor, while three of her other colleagues were on the first floor of the seminary building. It appears that the accused were aware of the movements of the victim as well as other women in the seminary. It seems like the Home Minister has finally woken up and taken note of the increasing number of rape cases in the city. KG George has called for a high-level meeting at 3 p.m. today. Bengaluru's top cops, including DGP Pachao, Commissioner Aurotkar, will be attending the meeting. Home Secretary Patnaik as well as other top intelligence officials will be part of this meet. In all likelihood, KG George will discuss exactly how they can ensure better safety of women. He is under a lot of fire, not just from the opposition but from Bengalurians as well, who have been going ahead and gunning for his head. So KG George will be hoping to reach some sort of consensus with the police department and ensure that better security is provided for women across the city. And moving on, Bengalurians are unable to believe their ears when they visit vegetable markets. Onions are selling at 45 rupees per kg and tomatoes at 56 rupees per kg. A few weeks ago, they could have bought almost 2 kgs of onions and 3 kilos of tomato for that money. Tomatoes have become a nightmare for the residents of Bengaluru. One of the most essential and desired vegetables that can be found in any kitchen for that matter has become dearer 3 times in as many weeks. On 27th June, tomatoes were sold for 18 rupees per kilo. The following day, prices were up a rupee. But 2 days later, that is on 30th June, prices shot up to 30 rupees per kilo. And today they are sold at 56 rupees. This implies that in 20 days' time, from 27th June to 17th July, the price has gone up by 38 rupees. Be it carrot, green peas, cabbage, capsicum or potato, vendors were quoting higher prices for almost all vegetables. Though vendors across markets in the city attribute the steep hike in prices to the scarcity of rain and crop loss, customers say vegetable sellers are just trying to make a fast buck now. And if you thought 45 rupees per kg is bad, there's worse news coming. Data available with the Horticulture Department reveals that onion production has been hit due to insufficient rains in May and June, which is the sowing season for the crop. Areas like Tarikere in Chikmagalur, Jagalur in Chitradurga and Gadag and Hubli districts, which are key onion producers, are set to suffer losses. And while incidents of theft seem to have increased in the last couple of months, yet another chain-snatching incident surfaced from Nelamangala. Here's a report.
The streets in the Adakimarana village in Nelamangala were empty and silent. It was around 8:30 a.m. and a resident of the area, Bhagyamma, was returning from a grocery shop. Little did she know that something unexpected would happen to her. What was it that happened?
ನಾನು ನಾನು ಹಾಲು ತಗೊಂಬರಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೆ ಸರ್. ನಾನು ಹಾಲು ತಗೊಂಡು ಬರಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಹಿಂದೆಯಿಂದ ಬಂದರೆ ಯಾರೋ, ನಾನು ನೋಡಿಲ್ಲ ಅವ್ರನ್ನ ಯಾವತ್ತೂ. ಬಂದು ಹಿಂದೆಯಿಂದ ಹಂಗೆ ಕಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೊರಟೋಗ್ಬಿಟ್ರು. ನಾನು ಅವ್ರ ಮುಖನೇ ನೋಡಿಲ್ಲ. ನಾನು ಮನೆಗೆ ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಹಂಗೆ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋದ್ರು. ಮೆಟ್ರೋ ಬ್ಯಾಕಲ್ಲಿ ಬಂದರು, ಒಬ್ಬರು ಕಿತ್ಕೊಂಡು ಗಾಡಿ ಮೇಲೆ ಹಂಗೆ ಕೂತ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರು, ಹಂಗೆ ಹೊರಟೋದು ಸಡನ್ನಾಗಿ. ಅವ್ರು ಕಿರ್ಚ್ಕೊಂಡೆ ಜೋರಾಗಿ, ಯಾರು ಇಲ್ಲ. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಬಂದರು, ಎಲ್ಲ ಓಡ್ ಬರೋಷ್ಟೊತ್ತಿಗೆ ಅವ್ರು ಹೊರಟೋಗ್ಬಿಟ್ರು.
Bhagyamma's chain was worth 50,000 rupees. The entire incident was captured on CCTV of another resident on the street, Shivkumar. First, the thieves park their bike. The person who was riding pillion alights. He starts following Bhagyamma and then he snatches her chain. Though Bhagyamma screams and runs behind him, the chain snatcher flees. He runs towards the bike, which his accomplice has already got running. He quickly sits on it and the duo escape from the spot. Take a look at the incident again. The incident has created a fierce psychosis in the minds of the residents of the locality. They do not feel safe anymore.
ಎಲ್ಲೋ ನಮ್ಮ ಪೊಲೀಸ್ ವ್ಯವಸ್ಥೆ ಒಂದು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ನ್ಯೂನತೆ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಯಾಕಂದರೆ ಸ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ಟೇ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಯಾಕಂದರೆ ಅವು ಕರೆಕ್ಟಾಗಿ ಒಂದು ಸ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ಟ್ ಆ್ಯಕ್ಷನ್ ತೊಗೊಂಡಿದ್ರೆ ಈ ಥರ ಕಾರ್ಯಗಳು ನಡೆಯಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ. ಈಗ ಮುಂದೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಹೆಣ್ಮಕ್ಳುಗಳು ಬೆಳಗ್ಗೆ ವಾಕಿಂಗ್ ಹೋಗೋದಕ್ಕೂ ತುಂಬ ಭಯ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಇದ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಕೂಲಂಕುಷವಾಗಿ ಪರಿಶೀಲನೆ ಮಾಡಿ ಪೊಲೀಸವರು ಸ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ಟ್ ಆ್ಯಕ್ಷನ್ ತೊಗೊಂಡು ಆ ಕಳ್ಳರನ್ನ ಶಿಕ್ಷಿಸಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ನಾವಿವತ್ತು ತಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿ ಕೇಳ್ಕೊಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ.
Residents also said that despite MLC E. Krishnappa residing in the same locality, security lapses had occurred. A case has been registered in the Madanayaka police station. Now that the cops have the CCTV footage, the residents expect them to nab the thieves soon. Will that happen, or is it just wishful thinking? Murthy B, News9, Nelamangala.
Well, Malaysian Airlines has clarified that flight MH17, which crashed in Ukraine on Thursday night, was carrying 298 people. The plane comprised of 283 passengers as well as 15 crew members. 3 of the passengers were infants. The plane was shot down over Ukraine by a surface-to-air missile, but it was unclear as to who fired the weapon. Self-proclaimed separatist leaders arrived at Malaysia Airlines crash site. Meanwhile, eyewitnesses narrated how the horror unfolded.
В доме был, слышу гул, взрывы, 2 было взрыва. Выскочил, смотрю, дым черный, думаю, племянника моего накрыло. Выбежал, а оно тут такое черное все, горит все.
Видел, самолет падал, а за Миусом упал еще один самолет. Вспышка была. Я не знал, самолет-то не самолет, но была вспышка еще. Взрыв. Все, больше ничего не видел. Падал у меня над огородом. Потом его резко развернуло и пошел он сюда.
Ну, перед этим пальба была. Слышно, что это, стрельба была где-то у Деби там. Несколько. И он я аж сильно хапок, я аж испугался, что рядом какой-то. Я с трактора голову высунул, и смотрю, из-за туч появляется, распадается на куски. Начали туда, черные части, туда-сюда, куда-то. Полчасти туда пошло, полчасти сюда, а то. И я быстренько сюда пробежал, как раз тут этот огонь был, это пламя тут. Вот и все, что я видел.
Well, Ukrainian security services claim to have intercepted 2 phone conversations in which pro-Russian separatists discuss having just shot down a civilian plane. A transcript of the phone intercept was made shortly after MH17 was shot down. And leading medical researchers are in mourning as the crash has claimed the lives of their colleagues bound for Melbourne for the 2014 International AIDS Conference. An entire family from Malaysia perished on board the ill-fated flight MH17. The family of 6 were from Kuching and were on their way back to Malaysia from Kazakhstan, transiting via Amsterdam. The family was coming back to Malaysia for good. Malaysian Airlines stewardess Angeline Pramila has also been reportedly named as one of the crew members to have died on the Boeing 777.